Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Cafe by Manjeet Kaur. In this video, we study about class 9th Physics chapter Work, Energy and Power. In previous video, we study about work and its types, which are positive work, negative work and zero work. Work is nothing but it is the dot product of force and displacement. So in today's video we study about energy because work and energy are correlated with each other. Energy is essential to life and living organisms. The sun directly or indirectly is the source of all the energy available on the earth. In simple words, energy is the ability to do work. Energy is how things change and move. Energy is everywhere around us. Now the question is, how is energy used? We have some examples of energy in everyday life. First is the lady cooks the food. So this is the example of residential energy's use. The next is the employees work in office where different types of electronic equipments are used in office. So this is the example of commercial use of energy. The next is the boy drives the car. So this is the example of transportation use of energy. The next is the employees work in industry where they manufacture different types of products. So this is the example of industrial use of energy. So energy is everywhere around us and we use in day-to-day life. Now the definition of energy is, it is defined as the ability to do work. The object can lose or gain energy depending upon the work done. In simple words, the capacity of doing work is known as energy. If an object does some work, it loses energy, and if some work is done on an object, it gains energy. To clear this, we have an example. In this example, the boy moves the cart. The work is done by the boy, so he loses some energy, and some work is done on this cart, so the cart gains energy. Energy is a scalar quantity, that means which gives us only magnitude. The SI unit of energy is joule and its bigger unit is kilojoule. 1 kilojoule, which is equals to 1000 joule. If we have a question, define 1 joule energy. So we write it as the energy required to do 1 joule of work is called 1 joule energy. Now we have different forms of energy which we use in day-to-day life. The first and most important is mechanical energy. It is the energy obtained by an object due to its motion or its position. That means anything that is moving has energy. That energy is kinetic energy. And if an object is placed at a certain height and is at rest, so energy is stored in it. That energy is potential energy. So mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. In this diagram, the hammer is placed at a certain height from the ground. So energy stored in it, which is potential energy. In the next, the hammer comes into motion. So higher the speed of motion, higher its kinetic energy. In third, when the hammer drives the nail into the wood, it has energy. That energy is mechanical energy. Next is heat energy. It is the energy obtained by an object due to its temperature. When we burn coal, wood, gas, heat, energy is released. That energy is heat energy. The examples of heat energy is hot cup of tea and fire. The next is electrical energy. It is the energy caused due to motion, that means motion of electrons. The examples of electrical energy are lightning and electricity. The next is light energy. It is the energy which travels in waves and can be seen. Light energy is also called radiant energy. The examples of light energy are bulb and sun. The earth gets loads of energy from the sun. The light energy can be sensed by human eyes. The next is sound energy. It is the energy which travels in waves and can hear vibrates. The sound energy can be sensed by human ears. The examples of sound energy are playing guitar and the sound of clapping. Now we have definition of potential energy. Every object possesses some energy is called potential energy. That means it is the energy that is stored in the object which is at a certain height from the ground. An object when gain energy may store in itself as potential energy. The example of potential energy is books sitting on shelf. Shelf is at a certain height from the ground. So energy is stored in the books, which is potential energy. The next example is the man, before he released the arrow from the bow, he pulled back the bow, because more the bow is pulled back, the greater the potential energy. The formula of potential energy is m into g into h. Here m is the mass of the object, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height from the ground level. So the formula of potential energy is m into g into h. Now we have numerical of potential energy. Find the energy possessed by an object of mass 10 kg when it is at a height of 60 meter above the ground. Given g is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. Here mass of object, which is small m, is equals to 10 kg, height which is equals to 60 meter, acceleration due to gravity which is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. In this diagram, we know when an object rises above the ground, some work is done against the gravity. So the ball is placed higher from the ground. So some work is done against the gravity. Since work is done on the object which is ball gain some energy. The higher the ball, greater its potential energy. So we know the formula of potential energy, which is equals to mgh. So put the values of mass of object, height and acceleration due to gravity in the potential energies formula. We get EP, which equals to 10 kg multiplied by 9.8 meter per second square multiplied by 60 meter. So EP is equals to 5880 joule. So the potential energy of the object is 5880 joule. Now we have kinetic energy. Every moving object possesses some energy is called kinetic energy. That means every moving object which has energy, that is kinetic energy. As the speed of the object increases, so its kinetic energy is also increases. Here we have some examples of kinetic energy. In first, the man driving a car. So due to its fast velocity, the kinetic energy of this car is also high. In second example, an aeroplane has a large amount of kinetic energy in flight due to its large mass and fast velocity. And third is the man released the arrow from the bow flying through the air. The speed of the arrow is higher, so kinetic energy is also higher. The formula of kinetic energy is half into m into v square. Here m is the mass of the object, v is the velocity of the object. So kinetic energy basically depends upon mass and velocity of the object. Now we have the derivation of kinetic energies formula. Consider an object which has mass m, initial velocity u, displacement is equals to s, final velocity v, uniform acceleration is a. So we know second equation of motion, which is equals to v square minus u square is equals to 2as. So from this equation we get the value of s, which is equals to v square minus u square upon 2a, which is our equation number 1. We know force is the product of mass into acceleration, which is our equation number 2. We know work done W, which is equals to F into S. So from equation 1 and 2 we get W, which is equals to mass into acceleration into v square minus u square upon 2a. So W, which is equals to half into mv square minus mu square. Initially when object is at rest, so its initial velocity is equals to 0. So put the value of initial velocity in this equation, we get W, which is equals to half mv square. So it is clear that work done is equal to the change in kinetic energy of an object. So kinetic energy is equals to half into m into v square. Now we have examples of kinetic energy. An object of mass 15 kg is moving with the uniform velocity of 4 meter per second. What is the kinetic energy possessed by the object? Here we have solution. We have given mass of object which is equals to 15 kg, velocity of the object which is equals to 4 meter per second. We know kinetic energy which is equals to half mv square. So put the value of mass of object and velocity of the object in this formula. So Ek, which is equals to half into 15 kg multiplied by 4 meter per second into 4 meter per second. So Ek, which is equals to 120 joule. So the kinetic energy of the object is 120 joule. Now we have law of conservation of energy. It states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another. That means we can't create, हम एनर्जी को ना ही क्रिएट कर सकते हैं ना ही डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं, बस एक फॉर्म से दूसरी फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. Total energy, which is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Here we have example. The man has a stone in his hand. When the stone is at a certain height from the ground level, it has energy stored in it. Some work is done against the gravity. When work is done on the object gains some energy. So higher the stone from the ground level, so it has higher the potential energy. So potential energy, which is equals to m into g into h. Here m is the mass of the object, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height from the ground level. When man throw the stone in center, its kinetic energy and potential energy both are same. And when the stone touch the ground level, here its potential energy convert to kinetic energy, because the stone travels some distance, so it has velocity. So kinetic energy, which is equals to half mv square. M is the mass of the stone and v is the velocity of the stone. So by conservation of energy, before transformation and after transformation, energy remains constant. That means potential energy plus kinetic energy equals to constant. So mgh plus half mv square is equals to total energy. So we can't create or destroy energy, we can only transform from one form to another. So in this, the potential energy convert to kinetic energy. So thank you for watching my video. Like my video and subscribe my channel.